Good afternoon. It's 5:44 on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Jill Ditmire, and once again, we are in the middle of our fall membership campaign here at WFYI, and every Wednesday we like to bring you a local mover, shaker, artist, dancer, somebody who's contributing something to the community, to the arts, that we think you'd like to know more about. And we know that you want to hear more from our guests this afternoon. Lily and Madeleine are joining us in studio once again. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Last spring, Lily and Madeleine joined us, and you were just getting ready to make some big changes in your life because you're sisters, so you've spent a lot of time together. And at that time, Madeleine, you were getting ready to head to IU for college, and Lily, you were still finishing up school at North Central. So let's play a quick little catch-up. What's happened since then, school-wise?
Life is very different for us now than it was like a year ago. We're both not in school or not in a typical classroom. I'm taking the year off so that I can just focus on music with Lily.
And I'm doing online classes because I still have to graduate high school.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But things have changed a lot. I remember we talked about this then and now. And at that time, your, The Weight of the Globe was just getting ready to download.
Was it
Oh,
really?
wow.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
It's been a while. So how was that received?
Well, I think.
Well enough to, have
make
us
2 more albums.
Yeah, sign to a major label, I guess, and make 2 more albums. So we've had lots of success, lots of fun, and we are happy to represent our hometown.
And I know one of the things you guys do, you really reach out to your listeners and use social media a lot. I really noticed that. And is that something that you've kind of discovered since over the period of time that it is helping you and helping your career?
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty bad at that. We especially like Twitter because I don't really tweet myself, but it is a good way to connect with fans, and it can make a big difference in your career.
Well, I know one thing, Rabbit, which is a song you're going to perform for us here, I believe you asked your viewers to kind of send in their own videos for this, video ideas.
We're having a contest.
Yeah. Now, in the old days, everybody had their video produced, but now this is kind of interesting. Why did you decide to do this?
We just thought it would be an interesting way to connect with the fans. And I personally love to make little videos. Like when I was in high school and stuff, I would do that. And I was in my high school's film club. And so I think lots of kids make music videos these days and post them to YouTube. So why not enlist these kids to make a video for us? And we've gotten lots of really cool submissions so far. But the contest is not over. The deadline is Tuesday, the 28th. But we may extend it.
We'll see.
We'll see. So come on, you guys, send us more videos, please, please, please.
And you want to play the song for us here so we can hear it? And tell me first about the song. Where did it come from within you?
Well, when we produced it, it became like a pop song, like the most pop song we've ever made. But when we wrote it, it was a lot more stripped down. It was on the piano originally, and I don't know. Whenever we sing it, I still feel the emotion and the simplicity of it. So I like performing it a lot.
So it'll be interesting to see how people interpret this video-wise, too.
Yeah.
then, won't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, go right ahead and play for us here,
Okay.
ladies.
All right.
This is our single, Rabbit. When you write your history, leave mine a mystery. This slope is slippery. Oh my God. Rabbit, run for it, as if your life depends on it. Take all your promises, 'cause you're all talk. Somehow I'm running out. We stop and start. I swear you know just how to break this heart. Leave my coat, I'm staying. Down the hole, oh rabbit, go.
just disappear. Somehow I'm running out. We stop and start. I swear you know just how to break this heart. Somehow I'm running out. We stop and start. I swear you know just how to break this heart. Ooh.
Lovely, lovely. And your words are still just so raw and so real. And I think that's what people like and appreciate the most about your music.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, last spring, when I got a hold of you guys, it took one email, I think, to you, Madeleine, and you responded, yes, we'll be on.
Yeah.
We love NPR. This time, I think it took me 3 or 4 through about 4 or 5
Oh,
different
shoot,
people.
Really? I'm sorry.
Which is like the good news, bad news of becoming a popular
I
touring
suppose.
group.
Mhm.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. How has your life in that way changed since a year and a half ago?
Well, since signing to Asthmatic Kitty, obviously, there's a lot more people involved in, selling our music, making videos and all that stuff. And I have a feeling that that's about to get a lot more confusing throughout the next 6 months. I think we're going to have a lot more changes. But yeah, it's mostly good stuff.
It's all good, yeah. And it's nice to have such a supportive team behind us. I really don't think we could do a lot of what we do without them. So we really appreciate all the help we have.
What do you do to stay grounded, though, to make sure it's still your music, your words that are getting across to people?
Well, luckily, we really have all the creative license that we could possibly want. They don't really tell us what kind of music to make. And
I mean,
don't
we
know.
write and rehearse in our
Yeah.
living room.
Still just normal.
Yeah, and our mom has been on a lot of tours with us. She won't be anymore because we're trying to, kind of go on the road and be our own people. But it's nice to have her along. But yeah, it's actually not hard to stay grounded because just of the support we have.
Well, and the reason we have you here tonight is, other than the fact that we adore your music and we think you're very talented, is you are performing at the Old National Center on Friday night in the Deluxe Room, 500 people, and you said you're a little nervous about this one.
Yeah, doing local things. We really don't do a lot of local stuff, so I'm just really nervous that, people won't come and, I don't know.
I'm nervous that everyone will come. Everyone that we know and care about is going to be there and expecting a lot. And I mean, we're going to give them a great show, and I'm very excited, but it is a little nerve-wracking because we'll probably know every face in the audience.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that has changed about your music, it's evolving beautifully. And what I've been noticing is you're adding more musicians, more instruments to your work. When you listen to it now, in the beginning it was just your beautiful voices and the guitar and sometimes a little bit of piano, but on some of the new, on Fumes and the Wolf, boy, there's just it's almost like cymbals and a timpani. I mean, just
lots of new things.
Where did all that come from?
We've had a lot of fun experimenting in the studio. I think that's my favorite part of making music, is just experimenting with different musicians and different instruments. And just the things that we could come up with, like the sitar sounding instrument in The Wolf is Free is actually a banjo that was just treated. So, that's just really, really fun to do.
And you were telling me that when you go on the road, which starting in November, and you are going to be all over the place, you have another, a one-woman band kind of person along with you. Tell us about her.
Yeah, Shannon Hayden. She's from Illinois, and she is just amazing. She plays cello, guitar, mandolin, pretty much like anything. She just figures it out instantly. And touring with her is so much fun because she's also like a great friend and a great source of support. So we're just so lucky.
She's up for anything.
Yeah.
So she's always willing to just do stuff when we're on the road, and she makes our shows so much more fun. And actually, she's playing in Carmel this Saturday at the Warehouse, which is a brand new venue, and so we're looking forward to seeing her this weekend.
Well, as I was listening to Fumes and looking at the website and seeing the picture, it's like the two of you in a boat with no motor. And I think the opening lines to the song is we're running on fumes.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that, how the lyrics kind of went with the cover image.
Yeah, people love the cover. I was surprised about that because we came up with it like really last minute. So
It turned out though.
yeah.
And some of your words are just amazing, and I want you to explain this one behind me. Complacency is the currency.
That one is one of those phrases that I just kind of thought of or heard somewhere and wrote down and just tried to save to use as a lyric. I don't know. I don't really remember where it came from. I think it just has to do with like this mindset of kind of like apathy and like it's just the norm to be complacent. I don't know. That song was inspired by like kind of a friend of mine, and also I suppose it could be feelings that we feel sometimes when we're really busy and all we want to do is just lay around.
Well, I think that's what's the wonderful, the yin and yang of your act is the words. You don't know exactly if you're being satirical with these lyrics or if you're really running on fumes.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of both, probably.
Now, coming up on your tour, tell us a little bit about where you're going to be venturing across the country.
We're doing 2 weeks in the U.S. and then like 2.5 weeks in Europe and then a couple days at home. And then we're opening for a band called Over the Rhine for 2 weeks throughout the U.S.
Unfortunately, we're going to miss Thanksgiving.
I'll be in Europe somewhere.
But our parents are okay with it. So it's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
In the meantime, what music are you ladies listening to right now?
There's this band called Temples that actually I was introduced to on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and they are so cool. They're like psychedelic 60s rock, but they're really recent. They're from, I think, Kettering, England, and it's just like a bunch of guys, and I love their sound.
Lily?
And I'm really into Childish Gambino right now. He just came out with a new 7-song album, and it's really cool.
So you think you'll maybe take some of their influences too and work them into some
know.
of your own, perhaps?
I feel like they're Temples
the opposite.
Totally the
us,
opposite of us. But we do like to listen to just lots of different styles of music.
Well, we enjoy listening to that music, and I want everyone to know that last spring, after you came to be on the show with us, they wrote me a handwritten note. I'm turning to the camera to tell this. A handwritten thank you note. Now, most people of your generation don't do things like that. So, ladies, thank you so much for that. That meant a lot to us here.
Thank you for having us back.
And as we go out, you're going to play a little bit more from Fumes. Like I said, the new release that is just so exquisite, and it'll sound completely different when folks download the song and get it too, because you have all that wonderful musical instrumentation in the back too. But we wish you well. Break a leg on Friday. Good luck on that tour, and we hope you come back and visit us again.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Lily and Madeleine, ladies and gentlemen.
And so as we close out this afternoon, we want to remind you that Lily and Madeleine are going to be playing in the Deluxe Room, Old National Center here in Indianapolis, playing for family and friends. Going to be a special show, general admission, standing room only, 8 p.m. Friday, October 24th. If you would like to attend this concert, we would love to send you for a gift of $150. You can pick up on a pair of tickets to see this wonderful duet, Lily and Madeleine, playing here at home. If you like those tickets, call now, 1-800-233-0020. And thank you.